Queen Elizabeth is taking a few royal duties off her plate and shifting some things to son Prince Charles.
The Queen doesn't like to let anyone down.
Here's what we know. A source confirms to ET that the monarch's duties have been formally revised. This comes as the Queen continues facing mobility issues, which forced her to sit out multiple events in recent months. And now, our source explains the Queen no longer has an official list of duties. Rather, family members and especially the Prince of Wales are stepping in to help carry out the workload.
The health problems that the Queen is suffering are clearly concerning. No one wants to see her struggling.
These duties include the state opening of Parliament. And royal fans might remember back in May when the Queen missed this event to what Buckingham Palace called at the time, quote, episodic mobility problems.
It's hugely significant having the Prince of Wales stand in for the Queen because as head of state, addressing Parliament, the Queen's speech, is the most important constitutional role for the monarch. This is the first time that Prince Charles has ever stood in and done this for the Queen. I think it would have been a very difficult decision for her and a very painful decision. If you've ever watched the state opening of Parliament, it's a pretty taxing event. I mean, not only the world press watching, there's a fair amount of walking, there are steps involved.
Then in June, after the Queen experienced, quote, some discomfort at the trooping of color, she was absent from multiple events related to Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. And as Prince Charles steps in to fulfill more of the Queen's duties, it remains to be seen if there'll be more responsibilities handed off to the future King of England.
I think the reality is we are going to have to get used to more of these. The Queen often doesn't know how she's going to feel until she wakes up on that day. She has these mobility issues that mean she cannot stand for long periods of time. Some days she can't even walk. I think when you reflect on the past year, it's been a very difficult and trying year for the Queen. She lost her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip, her consort. And I think really now we are seeing how much she feels his loss. And of course, she suffered from COVID. Earlier on in the year, she made some remarks to some NHS workers that, she'd really suffered with the exhaustion that a lot of people experience when they have COVID. Back in November, she sustained a back injury, which meant that she had to pull out of appearing at the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday. Again, we saw the Prince of Wales stand in for her there. So it's not been an easy year by any stretch for the Queen.